Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel. Today, we're diving into a complex yet fascinating subject that's highly relevant in today's world. We're talking about relationships, but not just any kind of relationship. We're discussing relationships with narcissistic individuals. Now, you might have heard the term narcissist thrown around quite a bit, but do we really know what it means? Being a narcissist doesn't just mean someone loves to look at themselves in the mirror or take a lot of selfies. It goes way deeper than that. Narcissism is a personality trait characterized by an inflated sense of self-importance, a constant need for attention and admiration, and often a noticeable lack of empathy for others. We all have some degree of narcissistic traits, but when these traits start to cause significant problems in relationships or in other aspects of life, we might be dealing with something more serious, known as Narcissistic Personality Disorder, which is a less common but more severe form of narcissism. That's a lot of information? Don't worry, we're going to unpack all this together. In this video, we will take a deeper look into what it means to be in a relationship with a narcissist and how to navigate those challenging waters. Stick around, because this is going to be a journey full of insights and learning. All right, friends, let's delve into how you can recognize narcissism. This can be particularly helpful if you suspect you might be in a relationship with a narcissist. Firstly, it's important to understand that narcissistic individuals often have an inflated sense of their own importance. They believe they're special, unique, and can only be understood by other special people. If you often hear someone saying they're better or more deserving than others, that could be a red flag. Secondly, they crave constant attention and admiration. They enjoy being the center of attention and often go out of their way to make sure the spotlight remains on them. If you notice this trait quite often, take note. Now, this next one is a biggie, a lack of empathy. Narcissists often struggle to genuinely empathize with others. If the person in question rarely shows genuine concern or understanding for others' feelings, it might be a sign of narcissism. But remember, we're talking about patterns of behavior here, not just isolated incidents. We all have our me moments, right? But if these traits are consistent, it might be cause for concern. Understanding is the first step to dealing with a potential narcissistic relationship. If you can identify the signs, you're well on your way to navigating this journey. Consequences. A relationship with a narcissist can be like a roller coaster, filled with highs and lows. When things are good, they can be really good. But when they're bad, they can be devastating. Over time, this can lead to a great deal of emotional and psychological stress. One common experience is a loss of self-esteem. Narcissists often belittle or criticize their partners to keep themselves in a position of power. If you're constantly being told that you're not good enough or that everything is your fault, over time, you might start to believe it. Anxiety is another common impact. You might start walking on eggshells, always trying to predict what might set your partner off. This state of constant vigilance can be incredibly stressful. And then there's the potential for depression. Feeling trapped in a relationship where you're not valued, where your feelings aren't respected, can lead to feelings of hopelessness and despair. I know this is tough to hear, and it's even tougher to live through. But if you're in this situation, I want you to know that you're not alone and you're not powerless. What to do? Now, let's focus on what to do if you find yourself in a relationship with a narcissist. First and foremost, it's important to set boundaries. Boundaries are the limits we set for ourselves and others regarding behavior. Setting boundaries can help protect you from further emotional harm and signal to the narcissist that their behavior is unacceptable. But setting boundaries can be hard, especially if you're dealing with a narcissist. That's why it's crucial to reach out for support. This can be from trusted friends or family members, a support group, or a mental health professional. We all need help sometimes, and there's absolutely no shame in seeking it. In fact, it's one of the bravest things you can do. Working on your self-esteem is another important step. Remember, you are not the negative things the narcissist says you are. You are valuable, you are worthy, and you deserve respect. Consider practices that promote self-love and self-compassion, such as mindfulness, meditation, or journaling. Lastly, consider stepping away from the relationship if it's safe to do so. Leaving can be difficult, and in some cases. Tips for improving the relationship. Of course, if we're in a relationship with these individuals, we don't want to lose them. Communicating with them can be a small step towards improving the situation and creating a compromise that works for both parties, allowing you to continue your relationship peacefully. Firstly, try to maintain a calm demeanor. Narcissists thrive on eliciting emotional responses. By staying calm, you're less likely to feed their need for drama and control. Then, assert your boundaries clearly and firmly. Remember, it's okay and necessary to say no at times. Be clear about what behavior you will not tolerate. Don't forget, it's not just about setting boundaries, but also about maintaining them. Another tip is to avoid getting drawn into arguments. Narcissists often use arguments to assert dominance and control. If you feel the conversation is heading in that direction, it might be best to disengage and revisit the topic later. Finally, if you're trying to discuss their narcissistic behavior, be prepared for resistance. Instead of directly labeling them as a narcissist, focus on specific behaviors that you've noticed and how they make you feel. Remember, this isn't about changing the narcissist. That's something they need to decide to do on their own. But these tips can help make your interactions more bearable. Well, friends, we've talked about what a narcissist is, how to recognize one, the impact they can have, and some steps you can take if you find yourself in a relationship with a narcissist. It's important to remember that knowledge is power. The more we know about this subject, the better equipped we are to handle it. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and share it with others who might benefit from this information. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell so you never miss out on videos like this. Lastly, if you have any experiences or thoughts you'd like to share, we invite you to leave a comment below. Your story might be just the thing someone else needs to hear right now. Thank you for joining us on this journey today. Remember, you are strong, you are worthy, and you are not alone. Take care of yourselves and each other until next time.